I'm just very much that type of person where I like to talk about my past.
Another really big one that I forgot to mention in this video is when I do share things about my past, people say, no, that's not true. It's almost as if you guys forget that I am a human who has had experiences in my life. Almost as if the trauma I've been through or the amazing things I've been through or any heartbreaking stories that I have shared, people try to take those away from me, almost as if I am not a real person with experiences, and that's hard.
This is not a pity me party. This isn't like, let's get out my small violin because Amberlynn Reed needs pity or sympathy. That's not it at all. I will say the whole proposal thing, I have had a lot of people say that I'm lying about it, which I'm not. So, hello. I'm engaged. So that is an actual situation. I am shook to the core. It was so special, and it was totally Becky, the way she asked me. We're keeping that private for now. There are a few people who know, you know, close people, but oh my God, I love her so much. And I remember it being January 13th because my partner thought that she wanted to change that day for me because years prior, that's a day that I got broken up on, like where my heart broke. So she wanted to change that day for me into something special, which I get where your mind frame's at. It's a good mind frame, but it's also kind of weird all in the same. Your heart was in a good place, but it was in a place that I don't know. It was just weird, okay? But then when she told me, I was like, you know, do what your heart is telling you to do. But yeah, I ended up like crying because I couldn't even believe it. Like the fact that Becky wants to marry me and like spend forever together is really something special. And she looked at me and said, will you have sex with me for the rest of my life? And I said yes. We hadn't had sex. We had sex one time in the last like 3 years. So it was a definite, I don't know, it was very like disconnected. And I know a lot of you think that you see our relationship as one way, and that's fine because that is social media. Social media is what it is, you know, assumptions and but I will tell you one thing, the assumptions are not real. The question is answered, and I will say everything comes from a good heart. I like to believe that, but just because something comes from a good heart doesn't mean it's not awkward. I am shook to the core, and I like to talk about things I've been through and experiences I've been through, and I guess the last 5 years of my life has to kind of be erased, and this is what I consider being silenced. And it sucks because, like I said, there's a lot that I feel. This is not a pity me party. This isn't like, let's get out my small violin because Amberlynn Reed needs pity or sympathy. That's not it at all. My broken heart, my anger, the resentment, whatever it may be, does not justify the way that I treated Becky. It doesn't. I have apologized to her in person. I've apologized to her in text. I've apologized to her on FaceTime. I have done a lot of apologies because Becky is a good person with a fucking good heart, and it is what it is. I was mean. I was. Because I was mad. And when I get mad, I get irrational. I guess the last 5 years of my life has to kind of be erased. And this is what I consider being silenced.
What the hell does she have merch for anyway? What the fuck do these friggin' reaction channels have merch for? Some of them.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Charlie. Please consider subbing before you exit this live stream. As I put this up to go live, because I got some things cleared up today, so I was just like, let me go live. No community post, just go live, go for it before I get another call. So I'm here. So this is a bit of an odd time, especially since it's during the week, but I'm here, so we're going to get into it. Amber uploads another video, so we won't be going over that. I'll save that for later on this week, but we're going over the video she did a few days ago because it's Amber. And she went on and on about how she wasn't looking for sympathy and all these things, and that's exactly what she was doing. And I did go back to May and find the few clips that you did see in the intro. So we'll go over some of that as well. I was originally going to go over Amber and Chantel, but Chantel rages every other day. So we'll go over Amber, especially since this edit is a little longer than I expected because I added a few things in. But thank you so much, guys, for being here, especially at a random ass time. So I appreciate it. Meditating Cat, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Also, I want to mention real quick off the top. I know some people coming in here to troll. They might talk about a few things, talk about my weight. That doesn't bother me. You guys don't have to time that out. Like, I know what audience and what supporters I've fostered, so that shit don't bother me. Just so you guys know, I don't want you to think that stuff bothers me. Let them troll. 9 times out of 10, they'll get dragged. So, wrong chat. But oh, welcome to the Gold Cluster, Francesca. Oh, Amelia, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Yes, no, I'm happy. I'm happy this time is working out for some of you guys. I appreciate it. And before anyone asks, the palette I used today, same one. I'm not kidding. I just rotate the color story, like what I use, same one. The other day I was using something different. I forgot which one I used the other day, but I will try to get a little better with letting you know the palettes that I use. Some of them I will not mention because some of them are from companies I no longer support, but I'm going to use them up. But this one, always Milk Tea. Milk Tea is the one who recommended this to me. I actually got it off of Amazon. So, and it's pretty affordable. Great color payoff and all that stuff. So if you guys are ever wondering, I will try to get better with naming it. So yeah, let's get into, why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? I watched Chantel for a couple of minutes yesterday and then I tapped out. I know she's moving. Pete's mentioned it's supposed to be next week. Chantel said he's confused. I don't know. We'll catch up with her later on in the week if there's something to talk about. So yeah, Texas, the Roaring 20s. That's the Roaring 20s Reckless. That's the palette. Oh, my nails need to be done. But yeah, that's the palette. So let's get into it. Let's see. Am I forgetting anything? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I never start this early, but oh well. Let's get in.
Guys, so welcome to the second episode of So Raw. This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck. I'm pretty much.
I'm already tired of that clip, but yeah. D, thank you so much. I missed you too. I'm so happy you're here. Please stay. Please enjoy yourself. Thank you for being here, D. All right, let's get into it.
Much just talking about anything and everything. If you guys want to give me topics, questions, advice, anything that you would like me to talk about, you can either leave it in the comments below, because I do read comments now. I do.
I've gone back to reading some of her comments, and baby, that used to be one of my favorite things about Amberlynn is her comment section. I don't care how awful that sounds, but it was a beautiful thing, and it still is.
It's just I want to correspond more with you guys, or you can go to my Instagram and send me a private DM. My Instagram is velvet.and.honey, so velvet and honey.
I cut a lot of this out. I should probably cut this part out too, because I kind of don't care. But yeah, it's not the whole video, because some of the things she talks about, I really don't give a fuck about.
A lot of you do not like that name, or a lot of you love that name. There is no in between. So if I seem a little out of it, it's because I am so tired. Oh my god, I did not get much sleep. I went to bed super late. So something else I want to talk about is dehumanizing.
Oh, let's get into it.
This is not a pity me party. This isn't like, let's get out my small violin because Amberlynn Reed needs pity or sympathy. That's not it at all.
Spoiler, this is a pity party. This is absolutely a pity party. And she will show us how.
I just feel, based on recent events, I mean, it's been like this for years, but I just feel like lately it's been a lot. Like, it's been a lot. And I feel like I'm being dehumanized in a way. So I do want to put up the definition of what it means: to deprive someone or something of human qualities like personality, dignity, subject someone to inhuman or degrading conditions or treatment. So the part where it's like you deprive someone of qualities and personality and stuff like that, I feel like that's happening to me. I feel like I can't express how I feel. I can't share certain things that have happened to me without people pretty much saying, no, you can't feel this way. You can't be this person. You can't share these things. Especially when I share hobbies that I enjoy. No, you can't. That's not actually who you are as a person.
One example of a hobby that she claims she had is how much she reads. And during the live shoot era that she had with Becky actually went on to talk about the fact that she actually listens to audiobooks. Someone giving an opinion thinking that Amberlynn doesn't read all 20 books that she claims she reads within a month, I don't know what about that is dehumanizing. Is there probably examples where I could see that may fit? Sure. But what about that is dehumanizing? Just because people have an opinion based on the lies that she continues to tell and get caught in over the years, the fact that she manipulates and all that, the trust isn't there when it comes to her audience. It's just not. The respect is barely there. So I had a hard time understanding what she felt dehumanized about, especially when she went on to complain and mope and just throw a mini tantrum over what? She feels she's being silenced. Talk about what you want. She said, what was it, a 1 or 2 video, or it might be this video, that no one can tell her what to do. Exactly. You get on your platform and you talk about what you want. She's the one who films this. She's the one who edits it. She's the one who hits publish and monetize. She's not silenced. Amberlynn very much does what the fuck she wants. She talks to her audience the way she wants. She talks about other people the way she wants. She doesn't like the response because she's expected. She thinks she should be able to say whatever she wants with no consequence, no pushback, no opinions. There's certain opinions she's had people agree with, but there's been a lot of opinions and a lot of actions she's shown through the years people are not going to agree with. People are going to give pushback, criticize, and show receipts. Because one thing Amberlynn likes to deny is that she's a liar. And we'll be talking about some of the lies that, at least some of the things that I perceive as a lie. And perception is really important. Unfortunately, it's a huge thing when it comes to online presence. I think it's a huge thing when it comes to life in general, but especially when it comes to your online presence and your platform. Perception is a huge thing. So we'll get into that. But go ahead, Amber, take it away, girl.
You're just trying to be someone else.
Another really big one that I forgot to mention in this video is when I do share things about my past, people say, no, that's not true. It's almost as if you guys forget that I am a human who has had experiences in my life. Almost as if the trauma I've been through, or the amazing things I've been through, or any heartbreaking stories that I have shared, people try to take those away from me, almost as if I am not a real person with experiences. And that's hard.
But even when it comes to serious topics, for example, a couple of years ago, amberlynn suicide baited. That is a fact. That's not an opinion. amberlynn suicide baited. And she walked that back so many different ways, to the point that I think it was Young Dumb Honey Bun who did, honestly, like the best video when it comes to that time, showing exactly how she lied, exactly what she threw out there, and how she got caught within all of that. She even makes a mockery of serious topics. And when she doesn't get the response that she thought, actually, a lot of times she gets the response that she wants. Because when it comes to that suicide baiting a couple of years ago, she baited that as if it was a premiere that would get so many people upset. She knew what she was doing, and the mission was accomplished, but the backlash didn't stop. And then she started to walk it back, and then she started to get caught in lies. That was a serious topic. And if she was going through that, then yeah, that would suck if your viewers and your audience made a mockery of that. But the truth is, she made a mockery of that. She's the one who lied. And there's other serious topics she's made a big mockery of, but I won't touch that. Exactly. And that's one of the things that when it comes to Amber, thank you for the super chat. That's one of the things when it comes to Amber and Chantel. Chantel was losing a ton of weight, right? Granted, we knew, or we had an idea what was behind it, and then it came to light. And thank you again for the super chat. But if Chantel and Amberlynn really did lose the weight, they wouldn't be able to have that excuse. Because the truth is, there's a lot of morbidly obese creators in this corner of YouTube, including myself. Do we get backlash? Do we get hate? Sure. Is it to the level that they receive? Absolutely not. And I've had my fair share. I've had my fair share, fair share of fuck ups. I own up to the things I feel like I should own up to, take accountability for, because I'm not going to put out fake apologies. And look, I have a very supportive, my platform is very well supported. Some people accepted it, some people don't, and that's fine. But if I, myself, as a morbidly obese creator, reacting to another morbidly obese creator who happens to be a train wreck and a very problematic one, the size comparison doesn't make sense. Just like Hungry Fat Chick, I think her name is Candy. Does she get criticized? Sure. Does she get the level of hate that amberlynn and Chantel do? Absolutely not. Loey, a very loved creator on this platform, morbidly obese, gets so much love, from me included. She wants to hang on to this because it's one of the only things that she can hang on to, the weight, the weight, the weight. When in fact, Amberlynn's one of the most fat phobic people on this platform. Amberlynn and Chantel, extremely fat phobic. They fat shame and do all these things that they complain about. It's just they don't stand on that. If you want to fat shame, stand on that. Don't fucking apologize. If that's who you are and you feel that that's what you want to do, stand on that. But they always walk it back. Because when it's done back to them, they don't like it. Or they can't handle it. You don't have to like it, I get that, but they can't handle it. And then you throw tantrums like this. Oh, that's dehumanizing. Remember, I think it was last year, she fat shamed another creator, I don't want to say the name, and Amberlynn's response was, oh, it's not fat shaming if it's true. Oh, really? Okay. And that's when I thought about it. What animal is about the size of a seal? And that's why I started calling her Kentucky Seal. It's not fat shaming, Amber. That is accurate. You're in Kentucky in the size of a seal. So that's not fat shaming. Because Amberlynn said, if it is true, it is not fat shaming. Those were her exact words. Okay. Ari, congrats. Thank you for the super chat. Congrats, boo. Can we throw some love in the chat for Ari, please? let's get back into it.
This is not a pity me party. This isn't like, let's get out my small violin because Amberlynn Reed needs pity or sympathy. That's not it at all. What really makes me feel dehumanized is when my first episode is so raw, where I said, you know, I could talk about news or I could share advice that you guys might need from me. And the common response to that was, we don't want to hear you talk about the news because we don't care what you have to say about it.
I was one of the people who side-eyed that comment too, like, Amber talking about the news? Okay. But just because someone doesn't want to hear it doesn't mean you're silent. Talk about it. There are plenty of people on this platform who doesn't want to hear my opinions. I'm just going to talk about it. Who cares? And there's different type of news as well. There's celebrity news. Like, I would love to hear what Amberlynn has to say. Well, let me not say it like that. I'd be interested to see what Amberlynn has to say about Ray J recently blasting Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. That's news. That's celebrity news. Is it necessarily politics? No, but there's different type of news out there. If she wants to talk about politics, talk about it. At the end of the day, if you want to do that, do it. The thing is, Amberlynn has prioritized really the destruction of her life because that's what she capitalized off of when it comes to this platform. If she wants to pivot, pivot. If she wants to one day just talk about markers, do it. This chick uploaded an ASMR video, 2 to 3 years ago, just playing with markers. Clearly, she does what the fuck she wants. Clearly, she talks about what she wants. No one was stopping her when she was deep throating shish kebabs and shit online. Sitting in front of platters of fried chicken, you know, taking down a rotisserie chicken, platter of shrimp, all these things that she was doing, those stupid arm ups that she was doing with the dumbbells, walking back and forth to the tree. It's very clear Amberlynn does what she wants. When she wants to come up here and rant, she rants. She wanted to be drunk on, I think it was live stream last year. She did that. This idea that she's being stopped, no. People are pointing out the fact that you will not stop talking about this person, especially when it comes to just in May, she was saying how Becky's such a great person and she didn't deserve the things she said about her. But here you are now talking about, oh, my memories, all this and all that. Let's get back into it. I have so much to say.
We don't want to hear you give advice because why, like, really? Amberlynn giving advice? It makes me feel like I'm just not human. I have advice, you guys. I'm not completely unintelligent. I do have some common sense.
Barely, but here's the thing. When it comes to the advice stuff, at least the last 2 videos that I saw, nothing was really wrong with her advice. Like, it is what it is. Some people are not going to want to take advice, or some people may be like me and like, who the hell is asking Amber for advice? But if she has something to offer, if she has something to talk about it. Who gives a fuck? Instead of sitting here for, I think this video was like 30 minutes, talking about all the reasons that she shouldn't be silenced or she shouldn't have pushback, just upload it anyways. Who gives a fuck? Whoever likes it is going to like it. Whoever doesn't like it won't like it. But you know what? As long as she likes it originally, that's what matters. I've said this before and I've never made it a secret. When it comes to my uploads, when it comes to my live streams, when it comes to my platform, I come first. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. If people fuck with it, great. And it just so happens people do. That's why I enjoy it. If for some reason, actually, a couple of years ago, there was big backlash. No one wanted me doing this. And I thought I was going to walk away. And then I was just like, thankfully, because I had a lot of great support, I was like, no, I stand by a lot of what I said. And I still do. I'm going to apologize for where I fucked up and then keep it pushing. And I'm still here, a chick on the internet giving her opinion. And I enjoy it. So do what you enjoy. The problem is a lot of what Amber has enjoyed over the years has been damaging, has been disgusting. She doesn't like that. Tough. Do it in private then.
And I am a human who lives in the United States, so I do have opinion on politics or things happening in the news.
Let's hear it then. Let's hear it. If Amber wants to be the Kentucky version of Hassan or something like that, or Philip DeFranco, go for it. Let's see what it is. Maybe it will stick. Maybe she does have some good takes. Do I believe she does? No. But guess what? We won't know until she puts it out there. Put it out there. I think Amberlynn, all this comes down to is Amberlynn doesn't know what to do anymore. The reaction channels, for the most part, had moved away, especially since she thought she was the boss of people. No, it's a symbiotic relationship. She was under the impression she didn't need reaction channels as much as she did. Reaction channels carried her content, carried her platform. The way it worked, people would rush to her video, then wait for their favorite reactors to react to it to see if their opinions were the same or to see the different perspective from the different personalities. But Amberlynn always thought she was this boss bitch and she's these people's bosses. No. If there's any boss on this platform, it's Susan and our viewers. They really hold the power when it comes to our platform. And with Amberlynn, it's Susan, the viewers, and reaction channels. And she underestimated that. That's why she's now in different chats for different reaction channels in their DMs. Recently, Zach uploaded a video and Young Dumb Honey Bun uploaded a video where Amber's DMing them. Amber recently DM'd Rich Lux. Amber was recently in a few reaction channels chats. She's seeking attention. She's always been seeking that because the thing she's doing before is still what she's doing now. It's just not as engaging because a lot of people's attention, they're with the Canadian crackhead. Yeah, I'll check in. Maybe I'll stick around. But Amberlynn is never going to have the heydays that she had before. The days of uploading ASMR or walking to a tree and clearing 200K within a week, for now at least, those days are done. 50K, 60K, 70K, that's still really good. But Amberlynn used to put in minimal, close to no effort, and clear 100K. Put in almost no effort. Film a 10-minute video, a 15-minute video. Twice a week, 3 times a week, still clear 10, 15, 20K a month. Now look at her. She doesn't know what to do. And I think that's what all of this comes down to. She does not know what to do with her platform because she still wants the views to go up. The holidays are coming. And we all know during the holidays, as creators get paid the most. So she's either going to seek drama or complain like this instead of just figuring out how to pivot her channel. Could you lose viewers? Sure. Does that suck? Okay. But it happens. Get over it. Let me see. Just want to catch up on. Exactly. Just because some people claim, like myself, who's asking Amber for advice, but that's somehow dehumanizing. You know what it's giving when she's going on and on and on about dehumanizing? Remember when Chantel receives backlash, she called it a lynch mob, which is absolutely ignorant to even call it that. That's what it kind of feels like. It's kind of like that tone, like, oh, you guys don't want to hear this opinion. You guys don't want me to keep talking about the same person I've been dragging for the last year. You don't want me talking about Becky. That's dehumanizing. How dare you tell me that I shouldn't? Guess what? People are going to tell you what you shouldn't do every day. Do what the fuck you want. There are really people out there who don't have options, who don't have rights, who are really dehumanized every day. So to sit here and listen to this pity party bitch, please. Not sour encrusted drip dry pea stained. Thank you, Badussy. I'm actually surprised I read that so quickly. Pigmented, absolutely. I've been trying to catch up on Amber as of recently, and I last a few minutes. I'll check in with Zach, check in with Sarah, Young Dumb Honey Bun. Even while I was not covering Amber, if I was interested in what she was doing, I was going to a reaction channel. That's what I prefer.
And it doesn't even have to be my opinion all the time. It could just be me sharing things that are happening that maybe you guys don't know about. I don't know. And I just feel like, in a way, people forget that I am human. I do experience things. I do have opinions. I do have a voice. And I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the vibe. It's not fair. I get it. A lot of you don't like me. I do get it.
With good reason. Let's not forget that. Fork Sniffers, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Imagine the most controversial thing in girl world was Shrinkgate. When I tell you, I will never, ever forget that. I talk about that with my friends at least like once or twice a month. Like, can you believe 2 to 3 years ago, that was what we were up in arms about? I will say this, and I don't know if it will translate when it comes to me covering Amber or my opinions. I still don't like Amber. I think Amber's trash. Do I think Amber's Chantel? No. But the last year to year and a half does give me a little bit of a different perspective. It's gonna take a lot for me to really sit here and be annoyed. Like, no, it actually won't take a lot for me to be annoyed with her, but to be upset or to really take certain things as seriously as I took before. I stand by everything that I said. Well, most of what I said before, not everything. But if Amber was to sit in front of a platter of fried chicken today, it's just like, go ahead, girl, it's your life. It's your life. You want to monetize that? Go ahead. Let's sit back and learn and see how long this lasts. If she wants to sit there and be smug over a ring of shrimp, go ahead, girl. If you want to lie, let's point out the lies and let's laugh. That's really what it comes down to. Because we, for the last year and a half, have been following crackheads, abuse, unfortunately, a lot of dark topics. It's like, I'd rather save that energy for those things. So she want to sit here and lie and gaslight and manipulate, go for it. We'll point it out while also pointing and laughing because it's fucking ridiculous. She hasn't learned a fucking thing. But yeah, I think the last year to year and a half has changed some things, especially when it comes to this corner of YouTube in general, including some of the reaction channels.
But please just let me have a voice on my channel. And if you don't like what I'm talking about, you can click the next video or go watch someone else, go do something else, go touch some grass. It's just to feel dehumanized.
You know what I laughed when I was putting this together when Amber said, go touch some grass. Loki, I was like, why would you give anyone that advice? Last time you touched grass, you almost snapped your ankle, bitch. But I say it all the time too. But it's just hearing Amber say touch grass, it's like, oh, girl, I hope you don't touch grass anytime soon. Lord knows you ain't got no balance. Thank you for sniffers. Oh, for real? I was your first? Listen, I appreciate it. I remember when I first got into this community, when I first started as a viewer, and thank you again, I found Michael B. Petty, Zach, Callie, Yaba, and Sarcastic Potato. I miss Sarcastic Potato. I think Sarcastic Potato was at the top from what I remember. And I would just rotate. At one point, I kid you not, at one point, I was watching like 5 different reaction channels at a time because all their personalities were different. Like, I knew what I was getting with Michael. I knew what I was getting with Zach. I knew what I was getting with Sarcastic Potato. I knew what I was getting with Callie, Yaba. So it's like everyone offered something different. So I'd literally be watching the same Amber. Well, not really Chantel, because I really didn't care for. I don't even think I really knew about Chantel at that point. I was watching the same amberlynn video like 5 times because I really wanted to see what every single reaction channel had to say with their different ways. It was. Sometimes when I sit back and think about it, it's like, damn, that was a lot of time that I was putting into this shit. And then finally I sat down and, gave my own.
On such a large public platform by so many people, I already have struggles loving myself and even liking myself and who I am as a person. And having so many people make me feel less than doesn't help with that. And I don't want to be kicked off of YouTube. I love YouTube. I love making videos. Maybe I love listening to myself talk. I've been told Amberlynn just likes to listen to herself talk.
Yeah, KW.
Regardless of why I like YouTube, it doesn't even matter. I enjoy it. I don't want to be kicked off it. And I don't think that dehumanizing someone just because you don't like them is appropriate. Okay, so next question. I actually got this one from Instagram. Is it true that you told Becky you wouldn't talk about her if she didn't talk about you? So this is actually the final time I will talk about Becky. I know I have said that before, but
I don't believe this is the final time, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Going to be as honest and candid as I can. No, this is not my choice. I I was gonna say I could care less, and I recently found out that it's I couldn't care less. Anyways, I couldn't care less if Becky spoke about me. She could speak about me in every single one of her videos, and I would not care. At all. At all.
I think Amber wouldn't care for the most part because she knows Becky would not say certain things. Even if it was true, even if it was Becky's experience with Amber, she knows Becky's not going to say certain things. And Amber needs this. In her mind, she needs to be talking about Becky. Let me remind you guys, remember when she broke up with Destiny? And at one point, Destiny uploaded this video, it was years ago, pretty much saying like, I don't want anything to do with Amber. I don't want Amber talking about me. I don't want the drama. Keep me away from that. She didn't give the pushback that she's giving here in this video because she had Becky, someone who was willing to be on camera, someone who was willing to be a new character, someone who was willing to help her carry those videos. But here we are today with Wifey, who wants to protect their privacy, whether it be their career or whatever. She wants to protect her privacy, which I understand. So she doesn't have that buffer. She doesn't have that new character to introduce. I haven't been watching Amber consistently, but it doesn't seem like she's had any friends in her videos, anything like that. The thing with Amber, the supporting characters were very important. The subreddits and all those things, they were very important. And those are all going down. When it comes to the forums, those are going down. When it comes to the supporting characters, they're no longer there. When it comes to the reaction channels, a lot of people dipped. Amberlynn's whole platform was carried by opinions of other people. That's literally how it was carried, and a lot of it was negative opinions due to her actions. But she wants to keep getting pushed back and throw a little fit right here because she has to stop talking about Becky. If you want to keep talking about Becky, go ahead. Just accept the comments for what it is. It's not that hard to understand. Mads T, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Doesn't want me speaking about her, which fine, that's great. But I spent the last 5 years of my life with her, surrounded by her, surrounded by her family, surrounded by her friends, surrounded by her energy, her circle.
That sounds like Amberlynn needs to find a life. Find friends. Find a new circle. Find your own energy. That seems like she carried her too. Becky carried Amber. So Amber's whole life was carried by what Becky brought into the relationship. Well, guess what? Becky's gone. Find new friends. Share those stories with them. Connect with new people. Go outside. Touch grass. Well, no, stay on the sidewalk. But it's not that hard. She's going to make it sound like these memories are now gone because she can't share them online. And I saw a tweet from On Program who said, and I'm paraphrasing, I wish I actually put it up or I had it for the video, but it pretty much said like Amber makes it seem like if she can't monetize it, it never happened. If she can't monetize these experiences, it's as if they never happened and they don't matter. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, does she hear herself back before she publishes this shit? It is weird to me. Oh, Miss Kim. Oh, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Oh, you were the other. Okay. Wait, was it your birthday? Is that what you're saying? If that's what you're saying, happy birthday or happy belated. Sorry. Sometimes it's me. Things go over my head. Thank you, Oceana. Oh, Oceana, I meant to tell you, the message you sent during the last stream, I missed it. I like to go back. Thank you for the super chat. I like to go back after my streams to see what messages I missed. And I did notice I missed yours. As you guys know, I'm good for that. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it.
I followed her life.
Now find your own. Find your own. This chick is in her 30s. Find your own life then. Listen to yourself before you put this shit on the internet. Find your own life. It's not Becky's responsibility to give Amber content or allow Amber to keep disrespecting her. and making a mockery of a lot of private moments that they claimed was going to remain private.
Part of her life. And it's like, to have those 5 years be just taken from me, and I can't even share memories. I can't, it's like those 5 years are being erased from my life.
I just want to say, I've had a lot of things happen in the last 5 years that I've never shared on this platform, and I can still share them. I can get off of live stream right now, call a friend, and talk about some memories from the past 5 years. I may not do it on my platform, but it's still there. I still remember them. What the fuck is this girl on? When I heard her first, I was just like, is she serious or is she? Because there's certain things Amber does. It's just like, is this a troll? Because she can't, or maybe she is this stupid, but what? Because you can't talk about them on YouTube, you can't talk about it at all? I bet she can turn to Wifey tonight and talk about something from the past 5 years. Call up a family member. Talk about some memories over the past 5 years. She's so eager to talk about Becky and talk about these topics that's been hot on her channel for some time because she has nothing else. You don't have the supporting characters and forums and creators that you thought you had in the bag this whole time. Every train wreck, every hype eventually comes to a stop. So while you're capitalizing off that, make smart moves. And one thing Amber has not done is made any smart moves. And now, she don't know what the fuck to do with herself. She don't know whose chat to end up in next. She don't know who to start drama with next. And she keeps falling flat, even while losing weight.
And that's hard for me. But she doesn't want me talking about her. Fine. I won't. I don't care. I think it's silly. We were
She cares because she's throwing a fit about it, but go ahead.
part of each other's lives for 5 years. But fine. I won't talk about her. It just sucks because it's like, I have so many things I want to say.
Then say
so
it.
many things I want to say. You guys have no idea. But those 5 years, I have to erase them from the internet.
Her videos are still there. As a matter of fact, I think it was Gabby who tweeted me the other day, and she wanted me to go over Amber and Becky's first date on YouTube, and I'm going to try to look that up to do that eventually, but the videos are still there. The memories are still there. And more importantly, Amber's the one who experienced them. She's not facing memory loss from what we understand, at least not right now. It doesn't seem that way. She has in the past. They're still there. The dramatics of this fucking video, just because she gets some pushback when she speaks about Becky. And can I just say, if I was in a relationship with a new partner and they had an online presence or a public figure and all they can do is talk about their ex, I'd feel some type of way. Why do you keep talking about them? Talk about something else. Didn't we just watch a nice movie? Talk about that. All you can do is talk about I would feel some type of way. Is that all you have? I would side-eye anyone I'm with whose only conversation revolves around an ex that was supposed to be so horrible. It's so weird.
Can't speak about them any longer, and I am just going to...
You heard it here, guys. If you can't speak about something on YouTube, or you choose to not speak about something on YouTube and monetize it, you can't speak about it at all. So fucking weird.
Shove my pride away. I'm going to shove my thoughts and my feelings away, and my stories and experiences and things that I would like to share I know a lot of people don't understand why I would want
Fit and curvy, exactly. Because when it comes to the way she was lying about how Becky supported her through the things she went through, Becky definitely shut that shit down. But Amber doesn't like that. Because Amber has been able to freely push whatever narrative she's wanted this whole time. Becky stayed silent. Becky took it. Becky accepted it. I mean, Becky was rewarded, don't get me wrong, but Becky didn't say anything. Those rewards are gone. They're no longer together. Becky doesn't owe her that anymore. So she gets upset.
to, and that's fine. You guys don't really have to understand that. But just out of respect for her, like, she's not forcing me to do shit. Like, no one can force me to do anything.
Oh, we know.
But out of respect, because I'm not this cold-hearted person that people think I am, I will not be speaking about her anymore. I will say the whole proposal thing, I have had a lot of people say that I'm lying about it, which I'm not. So
here's the thing. Did I believe the whole vibrator thing? Not really, but at the end of the day, if it happened, it happened. But let's revisit a few things from when Amberlynn did talk about the proposal. Because, like I said, perception is important when it comes to your online presence. It doesn't mean it's a fact, but sometimes it speaks louder than facts. And what's your perception of this here? Because I'll talk about what mine is.
Oh, hello. I'm engaged.
Mm-hmm.
So that is an actual situation.
Okay.
I am shook to the core. It was so...
Wouldn't it be funny if that was the vibrator and she was just applying products with it? I know it's not. I know that's an actual product. But wouldn't it be kind of funny if that was a product? I mean, that was the vibrator. And she's just like, and we didn't even catch on that she's just putting on a whole bunch of primer with this mini vibrator all over her face. I don't know. I think that's kind of funny. Okay, let's get back to it.
Special and
Sheep, thank you so
it was
much
totally
for being a member
Becky
for
the
4
way
months.
she asked me. We're keeping that private for now.
So let's back it up a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Special and it was totally Becky the way she asked me. We're keeping that private for now.
Mm-hmm. So it was special. It was totally Becky. What about the vibrator was totally Becky? Because now we know Becky proposed with this vibrator. What about that vibrator was totally Becky? Because technically they didn't have sex for, I think she said once in the last 3 years of their relationship. So how was that totally Becky? I mean, it was a sign. It was a big hint. But she said it was special. But currently she's saying it was kind of weird. I don't think that's the word she exactly used, but it was a bit odd to her. But back in February of last year, it was special. Becky was so sweet. Oh my God, she was smitten.
There are a few people who know, close people, but oh my God, I love her so much.
And I remember it being January 13th.
So remember, that's how she said it, February of last year. Let's remember how she said it today. Let me make this big screen. Go ahead.
Because my partner thought that she wanted to change that day for me because years prior, that's a day that I got broken up on, like where my heart broke. So she wanted to change that day for me into something special, which I get where your mind frame's at. It's a good mind frame, but it's also kind of weird all in the same. Your heart was in the good place, but it was in a place that I don't know. It was just weird. Okay.
But then when she told me, I was like, do what your heart is telling you to do. But yeah, I ended up like crying because I couldn't even believe it. Like the fact that Becky wants to marry me.
Keep in mind, she later on admitted she had to force herself to cry. The differences between these clips is pathetic because no one forced her to do this. No one forced her to make this video. No one forced her to talk about her relationship, her proposal, their breakup, any of it.
And like spend forever together is really something special.
Is it?
And she looked at me and said, "Will you have sex with me for the rest of my life?"
Hint, hint, bitch.
And I said yes. We hadn't had sex. We had sex one time in the last like 3 years. So it was a definite, I don't know. It was very like disconnected.
I'm gonna need more than snapbacks. I'm gonna need more than snapbacks and t-shirts from Walmart. If we're having sex once in the past 3 years, oh baby, I need way more than that. First of all, I don't see myself staying, if I'm being real. But my reward absolutely needs to be more than just those snapbacks, coloring books, and all that stuff. And actually, well, now that I think about it, they never talked about that. Because what I was gonna say is, like Amber, your mouth works, right? If Amber want a free bleed for 2 to 3 years, go okay. You don't want to listen to me going to the doctor, okay? But your mouth works though. Put that mouth to work. Granted, I don't think Becky ever talked about that because Becky did expose a lot. But what that mouth do? Get to work.
And I know a lot of you think that you see our relationship as one way, and that's fine because that is social media.
So Amber's sitting here going on and on about how, the perception of her relationship wasn't what we thought it was. Spoiler, it is. Let's continue. Go ahead, Amber.
Social media is what it is, assumptions and but I will tell you one thing, the assumptions are not real. I am shook to the core. I will say the whole proposal thing, I have had a lot of people say that I'm lying about it, which I'm not. Becky.
This right here, I don't know if anyone's talked about it. And again, I know I tapped out of amberlynn for some time. So if you guys did discuss it with other creators, just be a little patient because I caught on to this recently and I was just like, I wonder if anyone connected it, but I know this corner of YouTube, I'm sure someone did. Let's remember what amberlynn said about the proposal and how the ring and how she found out and everything like that. Let's get into that real quick. As she continues to claim not to be a liar.
Okay, so I forget what was happening, but Dana and Destiny were actually over. This was during Vlogmas. And long story short, she was going to ask me on my birthday, but I had no idea. So
Eric, thank you so much. And by the way, can I just say something, Eric? Because I know who you are on Twitter. You look fucking good in that suit. Because I connected to the two. I connected the two and seeing that it was you. Because I'm pretty sure it was you who asked me yesterday if I'm going live. You look fucking good in your suit. And I'm not just saying that because you gave me $100 super chat. I really appreciate it. But if anybody knows, you know. Eric looks bomb as hell in that fucking suit. I would hire you. I don't know what kind of attorney. Don't share that. That's too personal. But congratulations again. Can we throw some love in the chat for Eric? But you look bomb in that suit because I think it's blue. I'm pretty confident it's blue because you have two side by sides because I saw it. I saw the tweet. All I'm saying is you look good, Eric. I would hire you as my attorney. I don't know if I'd be able to afford you, but I'd hire you. And hopefully I can't afford you because you better be getting paid. You better be getting paid out here. Thank you so much, Eric. Thank you. Seriously.
So it was during Vlogmas. My birthday is December 27th, by the way. And Becky.
Okay, I'm going to get back to it. I promise I'm going to get back to it. But it is blue, right? I saw it. When you asked me, I connected it and I was like, okay, excuse me, attorney? I know that's right. If y'all see the tweet, y'all know what I'm talking about. Eric looks sharp in his suit. I was like, ooh, excuse the fuck. I mean, this is what I will say. I am so grateful that a lot of y'all are not crusty, because there's some people on this platform who don't like me and talk a lot of shit, and y'all bitches know y'all crusty. I am so happy a lot of my supporters actually look good. Just be out here clearing bitches, just looking good, fresh. Eric looked like, if you see the picture, Eric just looked like he smelled good. So thank you, Eric. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the most. But if y'all saw the picture I saw, you would understand what I'm saying. Eric looks good in his suit. He ready to work.
She was showing all of us something on her phone, like a picture. And I happened to
Thank you, Mandy.
scroll over
Thank you, boo.
on her phone and I saw a picture.
Okay, so I know I've been talking a lot, but I just want to make sure we're following. Amber's claiming that she had to check out something on Becky's phone, right? So seeing that she had to check out something on Becky's phone, she scrolled over and she saw a picture of a ring. She saw Becky holding this ring. It's a shocker. Unfortunately, she's finding out in that moment that it seems that Becky was planning to propose. Remember that. This is important. And maybe I'm the one who's not understanding. We'll see.
Of an engagement ring. And I said, Becky, what's this and why is your hand holding it? Because the engagement ring was in her hand. Well, that's how I found out. I felt like so bad.
Or that I paid for the ring, and I just want to say that Becky actually paid for it. She gets commissions for her art. So, I don't know, that just like made me sad that a lot of people were just
This is May of this year. The clip we were just watching is February of last year. This is May of this year.
like, why did you pay for your own ring? Da, da, da. It's almost like, even if I did, who cares? But I didn't.
Okay. So this was made after the breakup, and this was after the engagement. I'm pretty sure this was the live stream where sorry, I'm getting emotional because I know exactly what I'm about to say and I'm just scared. So this was the live stream, I'm pretty sure, where I announced that I'm engaged, where I talked about it a lot. I don't want Becky mad at me. So Becky, if you see this, I love you as a person, but I need to be honest because this is what this video is about. I lied here.
About what?
I wanted to protect Becky.
Okay.
Becky and I agreed that we would say that she bought the engagement rings. A lot of people were saying, oh, Becky used Amberlynn's money to propose, da 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 da. I didn't want people to think that. I also selfishly, I will say that selfishly, didn't want people to think that I bought my own ring.
So if Amber bought her own ring, Becky was just randomly looking at rings that she would have had to ask Amber for the money for anyways. Because in my mind, the way I perceived the clip from last year is Becky was already purchasing the ring. She was taking pictures. She was going to surprise her. It was going to be an engagement. But Amber is the one who ended up paying for her own rings. So was Becky just looking at rings to turn around and just ask Amber for it anyways? I'm confused. Or that's where I'm confused. And this is what I'm perceiving. So where's the lie? Because somewhere in there, there's a lie. Or there's a big thing that's missing that I'm not catching up on. And again, I want to repeat, I've stepped away from Amber for a while. So this could have been discussed. This could have been cleared up. So Becky was just looking at rings that Amber was going to buy anyways? That's weird. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. But let's get back into it.
I'm sorry. Like, and
I just want to point out one more thing. She just said she wanted to also protect Becky. It's funny how that tune has changed now, because Amberlynn has done everything to put Becky down just to uplift wifey. So here in May, she wanted to protect Becky, and she's going to see all these nice things about Becky. We'll see that coming up. But just the thought of her not bringing up Becky anymore, not speaking on their past, to just let Becky go do their own thing, it's her being silenced. It's her being dehumanized.
lying's lying. That's like a point blank period on that regard.
And you lie a lot.
I just feel like some lies are to protect yourself or to protect the people around you. We were protecting ourselves from judgment, and it's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's wrong. I should have just ignored the topic. If
You're right, Mrs. Parker. I'm
us
just
not
so
wanting
confused.
people to know, we should have just ignored it. We should have ignored the topic, ignored the questions, ignored the rumors.
Exactly.
Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry. Genuinely.
When she walked out of the bedroom with something in her hand, and it was like this clear box, and it was small, and I could tell something was in it, and she just sat down across from me and handed it to me, and I looked at it. You guys, this is embarrassing, but it's like an actual true situation type deal. It was a tiny pink vibrator with a engagement ring wrapped around it. Like it was like, say this is the vibrator, it was like on it like that.
Where's the vibrator today? Like, did Amber keep it and she's now using it with her new partner? Again, these are just questions I have. It's technically none of our business, but these are some of the questions that I have. Where is this vibrator today? The ring could be anywhere. She could have sold it, whatever. But where is this vibrator? Was it a good one? Was it like one of the roses? Oh no, actually she said it's a skinny one. Like, where is it? Is it like the lipstick one? Because those are actually cute. Those are like kind of cute. The lipstick, like the bullet lipstick vibrators. Where is it? When it was the last time it was used? And by who? These are answers we should have. I'm curious, I just want to know.
And she looked at me and said, "Will you have sex with me for the rest of my life?" And I said yes.
What Becky should have said is, "Will you have sex with me starting from this point forward?" Like, because technically they weren't having sex. But you know what? It's Becky's proposal. It's their relationship. I'm just saying.
We hadn't had sex. We had sex one time in the last like 3 years. So it was a definite, I don't know. It was very like disconnected. I'm not lying. Why would I lie about something where the literal person could come online and be like, Amberlynn's lying? Like, come on now.
That's not going to stop Amberlynn from trying, because recently she tried to make it seem as though Becky didn't care for her health or any of these things and she wasn't supported, and Becky had to correct that shit real quick. Let's not pretend Amberlynn hasn't tried to lie over the past year or since this breakup. It's just she knows Becky's not going to clear up certain things because Becky truly, based on their actions, don't want to be involved in this shit. But with the last thing, Becky was like, hold on now. Amberlynn knows we tried to get her to go get help. But Amberlynn's going to do what Amberlynn wants to do. So let's not pretend Amberlynn won't try to lie or push a certain narrative. She just knows majority of the time Becky's not going to take the time to clear it up.
I'm not going to lie about Becky at all. I shared that story because it was very much requested. Very much. And for some reason I thought Becky and I shared it in live stream era. I don't know, there's just too many live streams to go through and watch and listen. But I thought we did share it. I don't know though. There's just too many hours. There's
didn't share it. They were very adamant about not sharing it, actually.
days upon days of live stream era, and I just don't want to go back to that. I'm just very much that type of person where I like to talk about my past, and I like to talk about things I've been through and experiences I've been through. And I guess the last 5 years of my life has to kind of be erased, and this is what I consider being silenced. And it sucks because, like I said, there's a lot that I feel in my heart that I would like to discuss and say, but I'm just not going to, because I'm not that person. If someone says literally to me, stop talking about me, then I'm gonna do it.
And she's gonna make a whole video complaining about it, and then probably still end up doing it anyways.
So don't ask me questions about her anymore.
She's gonna get questions about Becky. It's Amber's job to just navigate around that. It's Amber's job to just ignore them. If she sets those boundaries, people will catch on to the things in the comments she's not addressing. People are going to ask what they want, whether she's doing an Instagram Q&A. People are absolutely going to ask, especially after saying this. But it's Amber's choice what she addresses, what she talks about. I know, shocking. Jesus. Cosmic Cools, welcome to the Go Cluster. Thank you.
And I won't have to ever speak about this again. And I probably sound so mean right now.
No, you just.
And that's not my intention. It's just, it's so hard when, like, do you guys ever have that feeling where it's like there's so much you want to say? It's like your chest is full of just thoughts and words and things.
Yeah, all the time. And when I get up here, I say it. There are going to be people who don't want to hear it, but it just so happens I built a pretty solid platform and people are here to listen. So yeah, I have so much to say. Guess what? I'm fucking saying it. Jesus, she's so... Guys, my heart is so full. It's just... No, it's not heartburn. Cut it out. It's just so full. And all I can do is sit here all day because I almost snapped my ankle. And it's not healing as fast because I'm 500 pounds and not 150, even though that's how I see myself. It's just full. I have so much more to express. I have so much more to release. I have no other person I could rely on. No one else who's willing to be in a video with me. Zach will no longer engage with me in DMs. Young Dumb Honey Bun won't do the same. Callie stopped talking to me. I have nothing. I have nothing. And please, for the love of God, never get in my fucking DMs, bitch. Because I am not them. I will clear your ass out. Like, guys, my heart is full. What would I do? Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. It's just so ridiculous. Mobine, thank you for being a member for 13 months, boo. Thank you. Just, like, bitch, get out of here. Winchester, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Go Cluster, boo. It's just like, calm down. Okay, we're going to take a couple of minutes, go on a quick break. I don't have the same style breaks that I do with Chantel, because first of all, I haven't been covering Amber, but you'll recognize this one. You will. I hope. We'll be right back.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. but you're getting so hollow, so cold. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always, you don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the I'll be with you always, you don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
I don't know why y'all entertain my foolishness. I really don't, but I appreciate y'all. You can't tell me I don't sound like Whitney when I'm in the shower. Can I just say, actually, speaking of shower, can I just say I was ranting about it a bit on Twitter yesterday, but I have new neighbors who are either professional wrestlers or they're running some type of demolition company from home downstairs, and I'm not kidding. There's only one other time I've had loud neighbors, and it was about 3 years ago, and they were loud for a different reason I don't want to discuss, but I cannot believe how loud, like, thankfully they're quiet right now, but there is going to be a time where I'm on stream and you will hear them. And you will think there's an earthquake. You will think this building is coming down. I'm not kidding. They're loud as fuck most of the time. Sorry if that was really loud for headphone users, but I'm not. When I tell you yesterday, okay, so let me tell you about yesterday, actually. Let me just address that real quick. Yesterday, I had to take care of something. Took longer than I thought. Really got me in a bad mood. I'm on my cycle. It's Shark Week. So I already felt my attitude, like I was not in the best attitude. And then I was cramping like a motherfucker. So you guys know how I am. Like, I'd rather come up here in good spirits than force myself to come up here, and then I might, like, the mood will be off. Y'all don't come here for the mood to be off. You know what I'm saying? You already kind of get the vibe when it comes to my stream. So when I put up that community post, I was on go. Then I had to do something. Then that took too long. Then I started cramping. Then I was in a bad mood. Then I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm not going live because I would have ended up raging my damn self over nothing that had to do with y'all. Especially because then the neighbors started going off. So imagine cramping, dying, just feeling like you're dying. And then your loud ass neighbors are like throwing bodies into the wall. So yesterday was just not the best. I thought it would be, but it wasn't. And now I'm here today. That's why when I was like, you know what? Took some pills as soon as I got up and then got some stuff done. And I was like, I think I'm actually free. Go for it. And now I'm here. Because let me tell y'all, my neighbors. You know what's so crazy? So I don't know if they still do. It doesn't matter. There's a cop who lives in the building, and low-key, like, I've never talked to him. I talked to the other cop who lives in the other building, but low-key, I want to, like, find out which apartment he lives in so I can figure out, like, you not hearing this shit too? You can't enforce, like, your badge. Like, I know that's actually probably wrong, so maybe I shouldn't suggest that. But, like, say something. I know you off the clock. I know it's not your dude. Like, say something. I'm this close, and I kid y'all, I do not do this, but I'm this close to calling in a noise complaint. Because if I go knock on their door, depending on the response, I may not be streaming for a while. So low key, I'm like, should I just call in a noise complaint? Like, I've never done that before. When I tell you these bitches loud, and I'm not just talking about weekends, I'm talking about every fucking day. There's one time they were banging so loud in their apartment, I thought someone was banging in my apartment. Okay, this is a first world problem. Y'all don't come here for this, sorry. But if y'all understand how long I've been keeping this in and how frustrating it's been, I thought someone was knocking down walls in my apartment. I don't know what was being thrown into the fucking wall and why. But like truly, if I collapsed downstairs, it's because like honestly, if this floor gives out and it collapses, it's not because I'm fat. It's because they've been throwing shit across the wall, banging shit, and they've been trying to break this building down. I'm not kidding. If one day I end up on the doesn't matter. I think I'm telling too much information. But if one day I just fall to a different floor, it's because the neighbors did something. I think they're fucking around with the beams, the drywall, something. They're trying to break this shit. What if it's someone who don't like me who actually moved here just to, no, I'm kidding. That's a joke. I'm definitely kidding. Like that's not a thing. But I know my neighbors have to hate me. And they're about to really hate me because if they don't keep it the fuck down, sorry. I know I'm ranting a lot, but if y'all only knew what's been going on since these new neighbors have showed up. And I've been here for years. Oh, you know what's so okay? So weekends. Here's the thing. I'll give them this. Their playlist on the weekends, bop. Do they take it a little into the night, a little more than I would like? Sure, but I'll take that. And thank you for the super chat. But when I tell y'all, it's not music. Like they are literally throwing objects or bodies, bricks, refrigerator. They are throwing shit around that apartment. There is no way in hell they're getting their deposit back. I know I say this shit about Chantel, but there is no way in hell they're not doing damage downstairs. Okay, I'm gonna keep it down. Let me just go. Let me just go back. My bad, y'all. It's just y'all don't. Whew, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know. Let me get back into it.
And you have to just shove them down.
Love,
That's
thank you for being a
hard.
member for 10
Plus
months,
lack of
girl.
sleep, you guys. I am so tired.
Thank you, love.
Me, like it literally felt like me and Becky were just roommates. So it was
okay. This clip I wanted to go over.
Easier for me to move on. We like never hugged. Like she never complimented me. I probably didn't compliment her. Like I wasn't perfect either. There was just nothing.
I just thought of something, and this is why I shouldn't go on tangents. What if they're hiding bodies under the wall? Like, because I watch a lot of crime TV and stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys watch like Accident Crime or whatever it is. I watch a lot of crime stuff, and what if they're hiding? Okay, so hear me out. What if that's what they're doing? They're digging into the ground. And to me, it's like, because it really does sound like some demolition shit, and I don't understand. I want y'all to remember I said this shit on live stream. And I need y'all to remember I live in Tampa. If that shit comes out in the news, look for me. Look for me. I'm not kidding. I'm actually happy I said this shit on live stream. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, it really does sound like they're doing construction. And I know for a fact they're not, because someone lives there and we're not allowed to remodel these apartments. They might be fucking hiding bodies. Oh my. Y'all better remember me. If I take too long of a break, especially after saying this on live stream, and I have a pretty big following, so if I went missing, people would notice. Right, y'all? Okay, let's get back to this. I just realized that. It could have been bodies this whole time. I have a big following. I'm a public figure.
Nothing. Like at all. So it's like nothing has changed, it feels like. Besides maybe we vibe better because there's not this like big heavy feeling like on our chest or on our shoulders anymore. Why did you agree to marry her? I don't know. Deep down in my gut, I wasn't happy like I should have been. You know how like when you're when someone proposes, like, you're supposed to, like, cry. Like, I low-key, like, tried to fake cry. I know that sounds so bad.
It's
oh my
awful.
God. Admitting it is, like, so just horrible. I don't know. Becky and I just weren't good like that. Were you ever in love with Becky to begin with? I loved Becky unconditionally. I'm just not entirely sure I was actually in love. I will admit that my heart was extremely broken and I said things.
Now I'm going to look for that. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to look for that. Damn, I just freaked myself out. This is what I get for talking too much.
On live stream that definitely kind of shocked me. Later when I went back and saw it, I was kind of harsh to her because it's like, she just broke my heart. It was some weird mental gymnastics I was doing where it's like, I kind of wanted her to feel some sort of pain. I know a lot of people who get their heart broken, they go through it differently. But one of the stages that I feel like I went through without like thoroughly processing that I went through it was just like, I was mad. I was massively upset that like she proposed to me. So I was assuming we were, you know, about to create a life together more than the one we had now. And then she just like took that away a couple months later. So it was very much like, I was angry. I feel like I don't feel anger a lot. So I guess when I do feel it, I kind of go through it without realizing it. And I think during the moments of my anger and me being really, really hurt, I can definitely say that
Can I just mention, because there's a point to this, but can I just remind people, as much as amberlynn and Chantal like to talk shit about reaction channels, they sure can't react to save their fucking life. It's been all this time and you can't even put the video on screen. You still can't put it on screen. All this shit, which is actually pretty simple. Let me just point out. Yeah, you got to figure a few things out, watch maybe one or two, not music videos, YouTube videos, but still can't put them on screen. Go ahead, girl.
said some mean things to her.
And damn, her head is
I
big.
have obviously apologized to her.
Oh, okay. Why is your mistreatment of Becky justified by a broken heart and you being so upset because she took the chance at a life together away from you when you've admitted you felt nothing, did not want a life together, was not happy, had to fake excitement, and felt trapped in a cage? I'm gonna be honest, the breakup was confusing. I went through a lot of different stages. Anger, relief, sadness, depression, happiness, hope. I went through it all. I really did. My broken heart, my anger, the resentment, whatever it may be, does not justify the way that I treated Becky. It doesn't. I have apologized.
Just like this idea that just because she's not going to speak on these memories on YouTube, it doesn't justify the thinking that they all of a sudden go away. She has to forget about them. It's weird because in this video here, the video that, the clip that we're going over, it's from May. This was her attempt at being accountable. I believe it was Young Dumb Honey Bun who put a 9 or 10 minute video together of like some lies, contradictions, and stuff like that with no commentary for her to address. So it seemed as though Amber was attempting to be accountable, apologize for the things she's lied about. But this person in that video here is not the person in this, you know, dehumanizing video that we're going over, because she feels insulted. She feels silenced. Like, how dare we suggest that she move the fuck on and not speak about Becky, someone who was in her life. It's not like a stranger on the internet. If she wants to talk about stranger on the internet, bitch, knock yourself out. Don't get mad if they clap back. Knock yourself out. But Becky has gone through a lot through the years. Becky did choose to stay. Becky definitely chose to stay. But Becky has made it clear and respectful, like, just remove me from this narrative. I want to do my own thing. I want to do this. I don't want to be part of your storyline anymore. I don't want to be a supporting character. And I personally haven't seen where Becky has ever been disrespectful, but she's giving pushback. She's throwing tantrums when she didn't do that with Destiny. Amberlynn rarely had respect for Becky, and it continues to show. It really does. Love, thank you for the super chat. Not the oatmeal texture skin, but you know what, love? Listen, what did she use on her face again? I think hair conditioner. Hopefully she stopped using that shit because I don't know. But her skin been looking pretty decent. I don't know if she uses filters. I'll say that. Thank you for the super chat. I'm not sure if she uses filters, but we know damn well Chantel does. Oh my god. But Amber, because I think she's on, doesn't she film on her iPhone? Or does she still have a vlogging phone? I don't remember. I don't. But the oatmeal skin, that one got me.
Apologized to her in person. I've apologized to her in text. I've apologized to her on FaceTime. I have done a lot of apologies because Becky is a good person with a fucking good heart. And it is what it is.
Maybe that person with a good heart should just stop being a topic and you not throw a fit about it,
I was mean. I was.
You still are.
Because I was mad.
Speaking of that, I think amberlynn is still upset and still bitter and still frustrated. I think amberlynn is still very much not over Becky choosing to walk away. Even though she's claiming she's in love with wifey and all these things, she is not over how everything played out and how the reception was from viewers based on her actions, based on the fact that she kept dogging Becky out. Remember when Becky is the one who decided to kill their channel, but when Becky first launched their channel, there was a rush of support. A rush of support. Amber never got that. I don't think she deserved that, but Amber never really got that. No matter how much she tries to push the narrative, she will never be the victim that she wants to be when it comes to viewers, and I think she's still frustrated by that. Through all of this, Becky still gets the benefit of the doubt. Becky still has a lot of support. Becky is the one respectfully saying, like, leave me the fuck out of this shit. Let me move on. Becky doesn't want supporting characters. Becky just wants to do their own thing. But Amber's running out of ideas. And the drama is looking more and more manufactured because Amber jumping into DMs, telling creators what content they should react to, being in people. I think it was someone's live stream when she was like, oh, find your own content and, trying to support Chantel and saying that, like, girl, thirsty.
When I get mad, I get irrational.
I guess the last 5 years of my life has to kind of be erased. And this is what I consider being silenced.
That is what I consider being completely ridiculous, dramatic, and fucking bitter.
Say things I don't mean. Like, it's a bad thing that I am working on, that I have talked to my psychologist about. And she explained,
what she explained?
I wish I knew big words. There's something in your brain that triggers like flight or fight.
Speaking of big words, who the fuck taught her dehumanize? Who taught her that word? Because the way she's going to wear that word down. Who taught her that word? What creator is she watching? What Pinterest, what Instagram post? Because she is not going to let go of that word anytime soon. Anytime soon. And when it comes to Amber, yes, dehumanize is a huge word. Okay? Before anyone says it. Kai, not silence of the ham. Bitch, I know you fucking lying. Silence of the fucking... You know what? Kai, cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out right now. I'm using that for a future video title. I don't care. I don't care. Cancel me. Oh my God, Kai, thank you for that. Jeez. The slimy tongue slamming across a couple of... Oh my God. What is it? No, was it the gap? Dang, there was something about her teeth someone pointed out to me recently, and now I can't remember, and it's been in the back of my mind this whole time. But thank you for the super chat. Kai, you ain't right.
response. And with trauma-based people, especially like childhood trauma,
I want everyone in timeout. Everyone, go to your corners and stop fucking acting up. Amnesia? Y'all really my people. Go to your corners. I'm not fucking playing. Everybody, go to your fucking corners right now. Y'all are out of fucking. No wonder they fucking hate me, because I don't care what nobody say. That shit is funny. See, if you embrace this shit, like, what's someone gonna say? Like, someone came in my chat earlier and I saw someone time them out. That's why I said don't do it, because they were like, "Oh, Charlie, you're still fat, bitch." What you think you saying with that? Fuck out of here. We got people out here talking about silence of the ham and amnesia. You got to do a little better. Get a little more unique. Spice that shit up. It's me you're talking to. Don't come in here and talk about, I mean, you can. Please don't time them out. Don't talk about, oh, you're still big. You're still fat. Can you, like, spice that shit up? Because at this point, that's an insult to me. Like, that's all you got? You've been watching me this whole time and that's all you got? We talk about Chantel and her pig hoofs that she calls hands, her missing wrists, all these things. And this is what you bring to me? And I'm supposed to actually give you attention? Spice it up. Take notes from my viewers. Take notes from my platform. Take notes from all this creativity. Like, I'm telling you, Amber gives so much power to the people online. More power than she realizes. I'm not saying she shouldn't be hurt. It's just, for me, those are not the things that are hurtful personally. But she gives so much power to that shit. You better laugh at people when they do that shit, or just don't acknowledge it for the most part. Like, a mess. Amnesia.
A lot of people fight instead of flight. My fight.
That fit in curvy.
It's kind of mean. I do and did really, really, truly love Beck.
Hold the fuck. Shenanigans, is that you who came up with that? Who came up with dehumanized? I swear to God, y'all need to go to your corners. Who came up with dehumanized? Oh my God. Amberlynn better never. Let me tell you something right now. Amberlynn better drop that word. Because when I tell you I'll be reusing these words to the point that she gonna hate the fact. Actually, she'll probably call that dehumanizing. I don't give a fuck. Dehumanize. Baby Satan. Thank you, Shenanigans. Baby Satan. I don't know where you are, but thank you. Dehumanize. Amberlynn, let go of that word. You really stepped into it. You really stepped into it. I don't know why she would do that shit. Thank you, Crimson. Why would she do this? Thank you, Shenanigans. Thank you. Crimson, thank you for the super chat. And thank you, Shenanigans. Because I was like, I feel like I just saw it, but I wasn't sure. That's why I wanted to double check. Baby Satan, you ain't shit. Dehumanized. Listen, if a big YouTuber ever does a video, which they have, let me not pretend they haven't. The way I'm gonna sit here and be like, I said what the fuck I said. I laughed at what the fuck I laughed at. Okay, that shit is funny. I don't care how y'all really not finding this funny. I mean, I know you guys are, but like, how could you not laugh at that? Low key, like, I wish I had creative people like that criticizing me. Like, that is unique. That is so, I don't know. Let me not actually call for that. Let me just stop. Oh, I'm telling y'all, everybody needs to go to the corner. Y'all are acting a fucking mess. Yato, I saw that name, even though I'm not a fan of Charlemagne. I saw that name when you dropped it in a stream, like maybe 2 or 3 streams ago, but I had missed it. I low-key like that. Thank you. I'm like, I'm with it. Thank you. Oh, Amberlynn really stepped in it. And what's up, Yato? That was the whole point of actually putting on that comment. Like, Oh my God. Y'all ain't right. Exactly. She's going to drive this word to the ground. And now everyone's coming up with different versions. Bitch, you should have let that go. Thank you, Allie, for the super chat. Abby, to your corner. I want you all to go to your fucking corners. Matter of fact, you all are going to bed early. You're not getting dinner. Go check on your pets and go to bed early. This is fucking ridiculous. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all are not shit, and you know it. Oh my God. Agreed, Fit and Curvy. Agreed. Thank you for that reminder. Please like the stream. Or Amber will poke you in the eye with the vibrator right after she uses it. So think twice. Like the stream or get poked in the eye with a freshly used vibrator. Thank you. Huddle. Y'all need to go to the corner. Huddle. Thank you for the super chat. Oh my goodness. Yato, yeah, I like it. I really do. Because I remember seeing that and I was just like, oh shit. Thank you for that. Yeah, you're right. Oh my God. Not disrespectful pieces of ham. Allie, you know what? Let me continue with this because I could go
Becky,
on forever with y'all.
It's just once the initial fear of the breakup was gone and the initial pain and the initial change and the initial shock,
Slimy.
I was able to really, really reflect on how I truly felt and my feelings, and I felt horrible. And that's why in this clip right here, I am very apologetic. I feel really bad.
Oh my God. Okay, I promise I'm gonna stop pausing in a second. Can we? Oh my God, can we come up with some like House of Dragons or Game of Thrones references? Because y'all know I'm really into House of Dragons right now. If you watched the last episode, you know. Oh, you know. And next episode sounds like it's gonna be crazier. When I tell you, Sir Kristen, the way that man folded pissed me off, and I knew the minute I saw his hands moving, I knew what was about to happen. And all I kept thinking to myself, let her finish her sentence. Let the queen finish her sentence. Let the queen finish her thoughts and what she's thinking. Sir Kristen just fucking folded. Granted, what the princess expected of him was unfair, and hopefully I'm still being vague. Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything. But Sir Kristen, why is he a knight if they fold that fucking... That's another thing. You a whole knight and you folded that fucking quick? And we're not going to talk about the wedding. We're not going to talk about that because I don't know who watched. So I'm going to just let it be. But when I tell y'all the last episode of House of Dragons, bitch. Imagine sitting there right after what just happened, right before the wedding. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Standing there to follow through with your, not goal, destiny, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Valgal? Not him, Karis, bitch. I knew y'all wouldn't fail me. Amberlynn Reed, mother of Twonks, tumbler on grass, keeper of the DoorDash, first of her name. Yes. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Y'all never fail me. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. What the fuck are we even watching? Y'all never fail me. The rest of the video was pretty much Amberlynn going on about how, she respects Becky back in May, and now she's talking this hella shit. And y'all get the point. This is the note I want to end the stream on. House of Ham Hawks. If it really even caught a glimpse of this, she'd be like, "Fat phobia, bitch. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. I don't do this for you. Go cry to somebody who actually give a fuck." Thank you, love. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a mess. That got me. This is what I needed. See, it's Shark Week for me. You know, it's a tough week. Cramps is a bitch. But it was 100% worth going live today. Oh my God. Not House of Beatus. You know what? Not House of Beatus. Oh my God, wait, where did it go? Where did it go? Hold on. Hamphobia. Oh. Oof. Could never, Jay. Could never, ever, not even on their best fucking day. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh. Yato on deck. Heating pad and pills on deck. That's the type of week I have. That's why normally I avoid going live when I'm on my period, because it's just like, it's just not good. It's painful. Queen Amberlynn, mother of swine, breaker of chains. Ooh, breaker of ankles. Okay, I'm gonna stick with yours, but Queen Amberlynn, mother of swine, breaker of ankles. Just saying, just throwing it out there. You know, just a little. Whoo, yeah, you're right. Yeah, not right. Hold on. Oh, Amberlynn's cankles are blue. The house smells like ham. Like this video, or the fupa's coming for you. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you for that reminder. Jesus. Whew. Damn, I love us. I really do love us. We ain't shit. We really ain't shit. We really ain't shit. Oh. Oh, wait, really? Thank you, Mary Queen of Shots. I don't know. See, that's the thing. Now that you said that, now I'm inclined. Like, this is the type of person I am, unfortunately. Now I'm inclined to at least look at the trailer. And I know the point was to make sure I don't watch it, but like, low key, I think I'm gonna go look at the trailer just, you know? Thank you for the super chat, though. Oh my God. Instead of winter is coming, wifey is coming. Oh, that could come. Actually, that could. Let me shut up. Oh, this is the one thing actually I wanted to talk about. Okay, so towards, where is it? Okay, so in this video, towards the end, she talked about like actually, let's talk about that. Hold on real quick.
These questions are crazy. All right.
See if you guys see what I'm seeing. And then after this, we could close this out, because you just reminded me.
First one. In the past 30 days, have you sent or received a sext message? In the past 30 days, I don't think so, because my girlfriend's been home. We haven't really had a reason to. So, no.
Okay, I actually went back and looked, and like a week ago, she sent me this, and she was literally in the other room.
Okay, so I want everyone to look at this. And here's the thing. I'm fully aware this can be perceived as nitpicking, and I'm okay with that. But when I first saw this, I was just like, okay, all right, get it, girl, I guess. Poor Becky, never got this, but get it. But then I remembered she posted screenshots of messages between them in a previous video. And I was just like, why is the positioning of these text messages so weird? Because, you know, I have an iPhone. I'm sure many people have an iPhone. The positioning is weird. So look at this. Don't pay too much close attention. Actually, let's do that. I want to lick some places. Me too, baby. let me tonight. I did this on purpose to disgust y'all, and I'll make no apologies. But okay, so look at these messages here and look at the way they're spaced, right? Okay. I'm happy you guys love it. I love discussing you guys. I love it. I know it sounds so fucking awful, and there's probably a word for that. But when y'all do that shit, okay, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop. But okay, so look at this, right? Look at this text message, and look at the one she posted a few videos ago. Look, do you see the stark difference in how it's positioned and how it looks? I say all that to say, I think she got that offline. I don't think that was actually in her phone because the difference in the message, like the way they're positioned, it just looks weird. It's like centered, and the border in white just looks, it kind of looks like that was meant for a meme. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. But not who's asking what place you know what, Yato? Cut it out. Cut it the fuck out. Whatever receives air, whatever sees sunlight is on where I'm sure wifey is looking. Or whatever they choose to do. But those messages, you see that, right? Well, Orchard, the way those messages look, they look weird. At first, I was more so shocked that I was like, okay, girl, I ain't asked all that. But, you know, if she want to share that, she want to share that. But then when I remembered, I'm like, those messages kind of look weird. And she just posted iMessages a few videos ago. It looks very cropped. It looks very fucking cropped. Yes, this is nitpicking, but if this is actually something she got offline, just to make it seem as though to viewers that they sexed and they're sexual, this is just another example of an unnecessary lie that Amberlynn like puts up on her platform. It's fucking stupid. Love, you ain't shit. Thank you, love, you ain't shit. Oh my god. Tiffany, yes. No. I was gonna cover Chantel at the end, but it was a rager, and it was just like, forget it. Because I knew I was gonna say Amberlynn, and that was not on purpose. Amberlynn's edit was pretty long, and I was just like, we could close out on that, or else we'd be here for like another 2 hours. Ham flavored crusty panties. Badusi, I know that's you. There, no, that's Badusi, right? Actually, I don't know if that's Badusi. That might not be. Yeah, you're right. Everybody's acting up today. Everyone. Everyone. It looks edited, right? I don't know. That shit looks edited to me. That's why I'm like, it takes nothing to just take a screenshot, and if there was something else beneath it, just crop it. I don't think that was her screenshot. I think that she actually got that offline, which is pathetic. You're in your 30s posting that to prove what? It's giving Chantel. It's weird. Oh. Wild Orchard. Orchid. Why did I say Wild Orchard? I could read. I promise I could read. I promise you I could read. Can you do me a favor and DM me? And you know why? Because I dropped the ball. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Please DM me. Because you see, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, good point. Good point. Maybe I will try that. You know what's so crazy? I've never done that. I've never done that. Oh, that is so weird. Now I do want to reverse image search it. And this is just Amber, why would you do this? Now, if we reverse image search that and it does come up in something, girl. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you. I know it was an odd time, but I'm like, let me take advantage of this time. Let me jump on right now before anything changes. I appreciate you all coming out. Please consider liking the stream on your way out. I'm going to play the outro that I had from, I guess, over a year ago. When it comes to Amber, I will update it. I know she uploaded right before I went live. So I'll get something together for that soon, for this week, hopefully before the weekend. And don't think I forgot. We gonna get caught up on Garlic Bread, Jessica Messica, and Christina the Latina. When I tell y'all, I have been taking it all in. Garlic Bread went on a smaller channel recently. I got a copy of the live stream, and it's just like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all? Literally, you could stop talking anytime, but they keep talking, getting messier, and I'm here for it because it's light mess. It's easy mess. It ain't what we've been covering. So, thank you, guys, and just remember. Can I just say this one thing? Actually, please consider understanding when it comes to content creators. You don't know us. And I do notice there's starting to be a trend, possibly, of creators trying to use this corner of YouTube as a dating pool. Please protect yourselves. Don't engage with any creator, including myself, because that's not my thing, anything more than surface level, anything more than the topic at hand. Like, we're regular people. Some very weird. Some need help. But like, protect yourselves. These interpersonal relationships and these parasocial relationships, or is it parasocial? Whatever, you get my point. It's weird. And I know a lot of the conversation going on right now, I'm not touching a lot of that shit. Garlic Bread is light. Say what you want, but he's just a dog sitting here out here trying to play women. Nothing dark that I've seen has come out, and that's the only reason I'm covering it. I tweeted this out, I want to say last week. If the Garlic Bread stuff got dark, I'd dip. I'm good. So some of the conversations that's going on right now, protect yourselves. We're regular people, but you don't know us. Y'all don't owe us a fucking thing. Stop getting wrapped up in these relationships, because the thing is, it's all fake. We kick it, but guess what? One day we all log off. There might be a day I log off, you never see me again. What do you do then? Move on with your life. Remember, you're supposed to have a life outside of this online shit, outside of these online discussions. Prioritize that. More and more, when I see certain things being tweeted, certain things being said, certain things going, up in arms for people, y'all do remember you're supposed to still have a personal life outside of this, relationships outside of this, priorities outside of this. You don't know us. Go outside. Engage with us. Yes, it's lovely. It's amazing. Kick it with us. Cool. But don't do some of the shit I've been seeing. It is weird. This corner of YouTube never been that. And now it's turning into something like I don't even recognize. That's why, as much as it could be hurtful, I'm grateful in a weird way. A lot of people started showing their ass. I keep to myself. I cover whatever the fuck I want to cover. And ain't no one gonna tell me different. But there's a lot of conversations being sparked and a lot of allegations and a lot of conspiracies and opinions. And it's just like too many people trying to be main characters. Too many people been looking at Chantel for too long. You're starting to resemble the same behaviors. You're starting to repeat some of those fucking patterns. And let's be clear. This includes myself. We sit here and we criticize these women, but majority of the creators in this corner of YouTube cannot take criticism. And I've been there, but you learn. Stop fighting it. Stop trying to deflect or point that way or make excuses or straight up lie. We fuck up. Some of y'all fuck up on a level I can't relate to, but we fuck up. When you fuck up, shut the fuck up. Listen to what people are saying. Pause, take it in, and see what you are responsible for and what behaviors you can change. You can't control how people react. You can't control what people do to you, but you can control your own actions, your own words, the accountability that you take or you don't take. This shit is fucking weird. This corner of YouTube is something completely different, and y'all can have that. Burn that shit down. Quit saying hater nation. Hater nation hasn't been a thing for a minute. That's why I say this corner of YouTube. I have my community. Other creators have their community. I'm solid on my community. I'm happy with my community. But a lot of people out here are fucking weird. Resembling Chantel's behaviors and all this shit. Like, shut the fuck up. This shit used to be fun. Shit used to be something else. Which y'all that fucking bored? The egos got that fucking big? You take yourselves that fucking serious? No one in this corner of YouTube is great. Every single person in this corner of YouTube who does content on these people are problematic in some way. Let me be clear. You are choosing to comment, possibly laugh, and make money off of mentally ill women who have addictions, one being a crackhead, the other, I don't know, she's rotating through her cycles. Stop acting like we're good people. We're not curing cancer. We're not changing the world. We're laughing at fucked up people on the internet. Well, I laugh, you might comment, but we are making money. I'm referring to the creators on fucked up people on the internet who should be logged off and getting help. And we do it day in and day. Well, some do it more than others, but cut the shit, cut the high horse shit, cut the egos, all that. The reason I love these live streams is because I laugh. I kick with y'all. I say whatever the fuck I want. But all this comes to a stop. The train eventually stops. And some of y'all will not have anything standing in the end. So keep burning it down. Keep lying. Keep being in people's DMs, being weird as fuck. That's on you. Keep that shit away from me. But this shit is weird. Every day I wake up, it's like something different. Like, are y'all okay? Y'all didn't even start this shit. And I think anyone should come in and have an opinion, but look at what's happening. The fucking infighting is whack as fuck. And I've been saying that for how long? It's infighting. It's this, it's that. It's applauding this trash, going after this trash. Everyone is a hypocrite. If you're writing in my chat right now, you're a hypocrite. If you're a creator, you're a hypocrite. Everyone is a hypocrite. Choose what you're a hypocrite about. Because some of this shit is serious, or it's starting to sound serious. Some of this shit is whack as fuck, and it's corny. Get over yourselves. Laugh at this shit, or don't. Have serious conversations, but cut it the fuck out. Get out of people's DMs. Like, when did this become this? It's weird. It's just like, what the fuck is this? But guess what? My name Bennett, and I ain't in it, bitch. I know y'all try to get me in drama. No, ma'am. Keep lying. But my name ain't shit. That's why when I'm hearing all this new shit, I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, when I tell y'all, I'm not saying I'm proud. Because I learned from it, I removed the topic. But I am grateful. What I am known for, the biggest scandal is me not weighing in. Thank you, Jesus. I never thought I would. If you asked me back in 2020, boy, was I pissed at myself because there were certain things I couldn't say and I just had to remove the topic. But when I sit here today, my biggest scandal is not weighing in and not deleting my channel. Thank you, Jesus. Whoo, bitch, because some of y'all, oh, hell no. Some of y'all are doing a lot, saying a lot, backpedaling on this, lying on this, capitalizing on this. Oh, bitch, I will take that any day. And I never thought I'd see the day or be here to say some shit like that. Because I really beat myself up because I'm like, fuck, I fucked that up. Because that was never my intention. But to sit here today and know my biggest scandal is that, oh, Lord, thank you. Thank you. Y'all, thank you for people who forgave me and allowed me to step away from that and just keep giving my opinion on what I want to give my opinion on. Thank you. I will take that any day over the shit that I'm seeing now. Fuck that. Everything I've seen this year, the opinions that have changed, the shit that people are tweeting, the fights people are picking, hell no. Thank you. I'll take it. Later, guys. I'm good over here. My community's good over here. Burn it down. Burn it the fuck down. Let's see who's left standing because y'all are fucking weird. Not talking about you viewers. I'm actually talking about us creators. Weird as fuck. I don't know what's going on. Bitch, I woke oh well. Guys, I'll see you later. Remember, be better today than you were yesterday and greater tomorrow than you will be today. And if all else fails, stay out of people's DMs. Stop being weird. This is not Plenty of Fish. This is not Christian Miggle. Yeah, Christian Miggle. This is not sugardaddy.com. And these men are not spending that money on y'all. So get the fuck out of their DMs. Love yourselves. Have more respect for yourselves. Hold your head up high and date locally. Later, guys.
They made a post about it already.
Were they condescending?
Yes. In the end, they told me to go wipe your butt. So.
I mean, if you want to wipe my butt, we can do it.
Yeah, I know. It's either kink or something. Come here. Come here. Yeah.
Such a fucking lie. Oh my god.
That is not. I love you, Becky. No offense, but I feel like you can eat the kitty cat like a champ. You're probably right.
I ain't saying nothing.
You don't even know.
Oh wait, she just told the tea.
I did.
That was no one's business.
That slipped out.
I hope someone sits on her face very soon. I wish that for Becky. I hope Becky goes and binges on some pussy. I do.
No, literally the last time I went down on a girl was in 2016.
Oh my god, why are we talking about that?
Can you imagine Amberlynn sitting on your face, though?
Fuck me! Tastes good, it might not, we'll see. I'm a mess.
Why? What the fuck did she do? Like, hands down, what the fuck?